good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence now. Presence. Come out. Come out. It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids and being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and ribbons into the sky. I'm a rebel feeling riveting, rhythmically right and vigorous, spinning right to the rhythm, widow to side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect her. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the presence now. Presence. Come out.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Titans going up against the Texans. With that, let's get out to NRG Stadium in Houston. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Now Osweiler on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This is Miller, and he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
When Brian Orakpo was born, there was no doubt that with that name, he was going to be a defensive player and a good one. He knows how to get to quarterbacks.
And the hookup here with Jalen Strong complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Parrish Cox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
Out of his end zone, Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch. How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On third down, Osweiler. And he's got him over the middle, Fedorowicz. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, the Texans will call on their field goal unit, and on comes Nick Novak. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Well, in 2016 in Tennessee, DeMarco Murray, we're going to find out if it was style, scheme, does he still have it or not. He thinks he's going to be more comfortable with the Titans.
Yeah, because that fall off last year, 2014, over 1,800 yards, 392 carries.
Trying for right, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, Osweiler, incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
They can pass. Now Osweiler. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
2nd and 10. It's Osweiler again. Looking for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
To throw again is Osweiler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Novak's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So 2 first-half field goals now for a guy who, and you hate to give him the tag a journeyman, but it's fair to say, Charles, he's been around in his career.
Yeah, it's more have-leg will travel for him. He is a guy that's bounced around a bit, but he can still stroke him when called upon, just as he did right there.
And the Titans getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll come out in the pistol. Mariota on first down. Complete to right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Give him 18 on that one. And the Titans are going to have a first. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He gets it left side to Johnson. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Throwing, Mariota sliding out of the pocket. Penalty marker is down here. So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get 1 step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged.
Murray, the lone setback. Throwing is Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Mariota to throw it, and he's got his man. That's right for the Tennessee touchdown. Kendall Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case,
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's up and good. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Mariota. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Hey, when Marcus Mariota was at Oregon, throwing to the tight end wasn't much of an option, was it? That spread offense, you didn't have him on the field too much. Now, he's got one of the best in the game in Delaney Walker.
Now, last year, Walker led all the tight ends with 94 catches. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A first down throw for Mariota. Wright's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense.
And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
3rd and long, it's Osweiler. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now a man who turned 40 back in August. He might not like me for that one, but it's true. Shane Leckler, the 40-year-old, on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw is Mariota. Left side caught by Matthews. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd down, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. After the interception, here's Osweiler. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that.
Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And this is hauled in by Matthews. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, from his his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Mariota now on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. Look at the guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Sucker. From the left hash, this from 39. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Osweiler. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And early in this one, DeMarco Murray sending a warning note out to the defense. They better start getting him on the ground or it could be a long game.
A dynamic, explosive run. And you're exactly right, partner. If they don't start stopping this right here, right now, look out. He can pile it up in a big way, and that'll really help his team out.
It's a gain of 14 there. And that'll be good for a Tennessee first. Mariota now to throw on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
And we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. This is Murray, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
So a costly penalty and now a tougher 3rd down situation. On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
All right, here we go.
1 second down. Here's Osweiler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Osweiler to throw. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Again, it's Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. Able to get away. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Miller, the lone setback. Throwing, Osweiler. Completion left side to Miller. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd and 1, Osweiler. And finding Fedorowicz. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, we'll see the pistol here. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here's Osweiler, right side, caught Fedorowicz. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now Osweiler on 1st down. Caught left side, Hopkins. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that.
And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Brock Osweiler, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Third and short yardage. Mariota being chased out left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Nobody in front. Rashard Matthews. And he's brought down after a good gain.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receiver. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Again, it's Murray. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. DeMarco Murray, his first touchdown as a Tennessee Titan. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And now with the play clock winding down, they're going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they want to make sure they have this right before the 2-point attempt. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And there's a flag on the field. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He's back to throw. He hits the first-year man, Will Fuller. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
It's complete to Fuller. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He's got the completion to Strong. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And let's discuss Osweiler a little bit further. Obviously an interesting journey for him to get here to Houston.
Groomed in Denver and actually got to play some before he ended up making his departure to Houston. But after the Broncos won the Super Bowl, I think he was in search of his own team and his own destiny as maybe a Super Bowl quarterback. They gave him a great opportunity, and he took advantage of it and headed to be a Texan.
Lamar Miller. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Flush to his right. Now, and this is caught inside the 5. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. A great job pulling that one in from a guy as we know. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. So many practices we've watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And he knocks it through. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And now out comes Houston. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
I'll tell you what, partner, you learn a lot in every game. But when you win a close one, maybe you get to determine a little bit more about the guts of your team if you're the head coach.
It gives you much more than a snapshot now, doesn't it? You get to see the full picture of who your team is, and especially individuals, and how they handle pressure situations.
And then moving forward, you have the confidence that late in a close game, hey, we've been here before. We've done this. We've won this game.
There's a comfort zone that exists now. So instead of them pressing in those situations, now there's an air of confidence and calm, and then you just watch them go out and execute.
So for the Texans, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Okay, your nose keep running and the money keep coming. Hey, I'ma keep ballin'. Hey, rock a park spallin'. Hey, carefree, I've been living carefree. So much in the air, we can barely even breathe. Hey, I really worry about things I don't know. You say I'm living wrong, you ain't wrong, money long way. So think about it, it ain't nothing I don't know. All the money that I saw, I don't think I'm ever wrong. Tomorrow, came up, and I don't know.
Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step